I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode I'll be talking on how to know if a person is not interested in you. Because I have had my fair share of that, and yeah, I just get to a point where I just, shut down from that person, and I'm like, hey, look, like, if there's something that can happen, okay, I need to know, because if not, then I'm, not going to try to prove if I'm worthy. It's like, I didn't realize this was like some freaking king or god type stuff, but yeah, I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I've just been in too many situations in my life where it's like, okay, I've done that, and I end up, getting misled, and I'm like, I ain't with that no more. It just gets to a point where I'm like, I'm done, I'm tired. It's damaging. You do all of that, like, you catch feelings for a person, and then for them to just be like, oh, like, they're just not interested. So how can you catch on to that stuff prior beforehand? What signs or what things you should pay attention to, because here's the thing, right off jump, if that person is interested in you, you ain't got to worry about them messaging or, you messaging them. They're going to be messaging you. Like, if they are interested in you, bruh, they are talking to you all hours of the day. That's the thing where I'm like, I've paid attention to that. I've saw that. I've dealt with the opposite of that. And, I'm like, when you hear, like, other people's, like, love stories and stuff, like friends or just whoever and things, like, yeah, they be talking about how they talking to their significant other at all times. And so I'm like, well, dang, like, I ain't dealing with that. So that must be how it goes and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, that's like one of the like things that you should like pay attention to. Like, are they messaging you or are they leaving you on seen or read or whatever? Like, they read your message and now they posting somewhere else. Cause I've saw that and that type of stuff. It is like, dang, wow, all right, well, maybe they're busy. I'm like, but no, I'm like, older me would have thought that. Like, new me is like, nah, they're not interested. So you just gotta stop, bruh. But at times, you know what? No, the thing is that I say that, but we all gonna be dumb. We all gonna be stupid, and we still going to message that person and, possibly see if something can go on, because that's just who we are. I'm not gonna leave out that part and just make it seem like, oh, nobody don't be dealing with that. Yeah, there's probably some people out there where they overall like, okay, that person's not interested, done, moving on. But then you got people like myself where it's like, you know what, nah, I can't let go of this. Bro, that's been my whole life. Like, I'm a person that doesn't give up, like, you pretty much ask like any girl that I've been like heavily into and stuff, which was the one girl that, didn't like me for the color of my skin, and the other girl from last year, yeah, they both would tell you straight up like, oh yeah, Tyler, he's a trooper. Like, he doesn't take no for an answer. But that's the thing though, where I'm like, I am at least like respectful about it and stuff. I ain't gonna like overstep my boundary or do some like crazy, because man, there's some crazy and wild people out there. I heard where one guy just recently, he killed the girl because she wasn't interested in him, and I'm like, that's doing too much. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go in my room, cry, and play video games and drink Red Bull. I'm like, that's literally everything that I can do. But nah, like, don't ever get to that point. That's when you gotta like, okay, you gotta like not be interested in that person. If you out thinking along those lines, yeah, love ain't meant for you. You gotta wait till that person loves you. But you can't go out your way, because that's dangerous. That's just a dangerous mindset to be thinking along those lines. So yeah, never get to that point. If a person's not interested, then a person's not interested. like try and attempt, but don't go above and beyond. Well, I mean, like, go above and beyond, but in a way where it's like, it's romantic. Like, that killing somebody ain't romantic. Like, that's life in prison, so just letting y'all know that, in case y'all forgot. Like, do you want to, like, because my thing is this, okay, you do that, you end up getting sent to prison, you end up getting sent to a bad prison, all right, and there's this big buff 6 foot something, 300-pound black dude that's like, you look a lot like my girlfriend from 20 years ago. That man's also serving a life sentence, so he has absolutely nothing to lose, okay? So there's one day, all right? No, you still in prison. I'm going to play out this whole scenario just so them crazy-minded people out there can think about this. So there's a day where you're out in the yard. You walking around looking at the walls and stuff thinking, well, maybe I can escape. But no, you ain't going to escape. There ain't no possible way because there's two guards, all right, standing up, holding rifles. And then there's also another guard patrolling the wall. So you're not escaping, all right? And that cop and the guard that's patrolling the wall, he has a Jeep. And it's one of those Wranglers where it's good off-road. So therefore, can't go nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. All right? So now you stop looking at the wall. Now you ain't got looking around at the prisoners. You're like, okay, maybe I can handle some of them in the fight. No. Then there's that big 6 foot something, 300-pound black guy that looks at you and blows you a kiss. And then he's going to do this thing, because I saw it in Prison Break, but then he's going to do this thing where he pulls his pocket out. He pulls like the material out his pocket, and he's all like, saying, you gonna hold this. That's like a whole prison thing. I guess, like, I don't know, that's like their version of holding hands or something. It's so weird, and I thought it was so stupid in Prison Break, but I guess that's something that they actually do. But anyways, he is determined that you are going to be his girlfriend from 10, 20 years ago. I don't remember the years because I don't be keeping tabs on prisoners like that. So anyways, then there's a day where you're at the lunchroom table. This guy is looking at you the whole time. He ain't broke eye contact. He ain't blinking. This man is insane. So then you start asking other prisoners, what is he in for? He killed. Spoiler alert, he killed his ex-girlfriend. He killed the girl that you look like. So now he thinking, oh, this is my way of having a do-over. Nah, bro, that ain't it, all right? So, pretty much to fast forward to the end of that story, because there's going to be a lot that's going on. There's going to be shower stuff. There's going to be more yard stuff. There's going to be more cafeteria stuff. There's going to be a time where he catches you in the hallway. There are so many things that is going to be going on throughout your life sentence there. And guess what? You and this man are the same age. So when you go, that's when he goes, or other way around, whichever, okay? But you guys going to be in there forever. And this man, all he does is look at you, work out, and eat his vegetables. So he's making sure of it. He is built up on straight. But anyways, just to cut all the way to the end of this story, I know it's somewhat of a long story, and I know it has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about and stuff. But there's going to be a night, all right? Now, both of you guys is sharing a cell because he got into it with his cellmate, and now they can't be in the same cell with each other. So since you were the last one to come in, they figured, you know what? Let's just have it where they're in the same cell. They don't really know each other too much. So, okay. So, let's see. Maybe he might show you around the ropes. Nope. There is no roping. Okay. So, then there's going to be a night where you're in your cell. You're going to try to put up the greatest fights of your life. Guess what? They ain't did nothing. This man used to train in MMA. Okay. He used to train to be a wrestler. He didn't go good with that. They ended up hiring Mark Henry. So, yeah, wrestling was out of the way. So, what other things? Everything possible you can think of ain't gonna happen. You in prison, and now you are this man's girlfriend, all right? You sit down and think about that, okay? Because, that's some real life prison stuff. But anyways, getting back to, talking on. I like how I could just improvise some stuff like that. That was all improvised. I just started thinking of that, and just as the time was just going on, I was just thinking of more and more stuff. I swear, I think I might be part robot or something. The way I be thinking about stuff, it's some creative stuff, man. That was a whole movie right there. But anyways, that's a scary movie. I walked out the movie theaters if I paid tickets to see a prison movie and that's how it ended. I'm like, nope. We'll never watch another prison unless it's like a comedy or, Prison Break. But I'm like, anything like that I just named off, I'm like, no, I wouldn't watch it. I left. I'm like, that is not a good movie at all. And I will not be talking about that movie to nobody. I'm like, that movie will not get recommended. But anyways, all right, getting off topic. But no, getting back to overall like somebody not being interested in you and stuff. But there are like other ways of like seeing that somebody is not interested. They will just overall come out and be honest and blunt with you. And it's people like that where I'm like, hey yo, like I have nothing but respect for those people. And I have to say, because I am one of those people, like, like to be truthful and honest with you guys. There was a girl that I was we cool, we friends and stuff. I made sure that we cool with each other, and she's somebody where I'm like, because here's the thing where it's like that's one thing that I've noticed that you don't see that from girls, but I don't know, maybe guys do this because at least I do it. So I'm just gonna speak on myself. But anyways, times I've been rejected, hear from the girls, no, I just get ignored, just nothing from them. But anyways, no, there was a girl that she was interested in me. And I was into somebody else, and I was just like, I just think that would be kind of messed up where it's like, okay, I get with this girl, but I'm thinking about somebody else. That's not cool. I couldn't, I wouldn't want to put her, that's like mind cheating. That's mind cheating right there. Yeah, if it had been like, a celebrity of some sorts, I'm like, okay, I know I ain't gonna ever get this celebrity. So I'm like, yeah, if my radar was clear. And now my podcast episodes will have probably been a lot different. Okay, I've been doing some relationship stuff, but anyways, but no, there was a girl that was interested in me. She told me that, and yeah, it was just it was kind of like weird, rejecting somebody. It's like it's weird being on like the other end of it and stuff where it's like, dang, that is, man. And I don't know, like, I mean, she eventually, go and, start dating people and stuff. And I was giving her advice. See, that's the thing about it. And that's all overall I wanted to talk on, the thing is, if a person is not interested in you, make sure it's like make sure you're interested into a positive person. Make sure you're interested in somebody where it's like, dang, like, nah, like you good people. Like, nah, I'm inviting you to a wedding and stuff. Like, nah, you is definitely good people. But no, like, so when she told me that, then I overall told her like, hey, I'm interested in somebody else, and I don't want to put you through because I'm saying if I wasn't, I'm like, yes, of course. I'm like, nah, let's date. Let's see how this goes. And I'm like, and it probably would have led into some because this is somebody I've known her for a while now. So I'm like, nah, she's been nothing but cool with me and things. So she's one of those friends where I'm like, nah, like you good people, okay? So, but anyways, but no, like when she was like telling me about like she was like there was a couple of guys I remember she told me about. And I gave her advice on both situations. And yeah, one guy, like there was like an ex that got involved. There was like two new guys that got involved. And yeah, I was like, I did everything that I could, to give her advice. Cause that's the thing. I'm like, I'm an advice type person. I help people. I don't just go and be like, oh, I can't help you. I can't do nothing for you. Like, nah, like, or just, do like what the like women that rejected me do what they did to me to her. And I'm like, no, I'm not that type of person. So I was definitely made sure I was there for her. So yeah, if you're interested in people like that, then everything should be okay. It's like it's it's one of those things where it's like a person will like I guess eventually will understand and see where you're coming from. But no, it's like when somebody, if they say that they're not interested in you and then they're not telling you why, it could be an attraction thing. And that's like the worst of it all, because that's like, what I've dealt with in life, where it's like I had to like literally like, like extract it out of them and stuff like, okay, what's up? Like, what's wrong with me? Because I'm a nice guy. You tell me that all the time. I don't get it. Like, what's going on? And it's just, it's crazy to, be on that end and stuff. Like, I think I'd rather, reject people than to be on another end of where somebody's like, oh, I can't be with you because of the color of your skin. It's like, it's stupid. I'm like, don't repeat that to nobody. I'm like, I hope she never told nobody that story and stuff, because that's something where I'm like, nah. Like, I just feel like she would repeat that to somebody. And then they're gonna be like questioning her, like, why would you do that to that man? Like, that man ain't been nothing but nice to you and stuff, and that's how you... And it's just gonna be a situation where it's like, I know I messed up, and I did, there was like, last year was like when I messaged her and see if anything could happen between us. I'll admit that was my fault. Shouldn't have done that. I was like, I should have just been, sit in my room, continued being depressed and stuff. But you know, when you're like going through it, you ain't really thinking straight. And so yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking straight. And if there's ever a time where our paths do cross and she talks on a relationship, I'm like, hey, look, that day when I messaged you, I wasn't thinking straight. You know, I was out of it. And I was like, I was dealing with some stuff. I'm like, so just understand. I'm like, hey, we could be cool, we could be friends. And just like with the girl that I rejected, giving her advice and stuff, I would do the same, you know, for her. But I'm like, a relationship can't happen where it's like, you know, you put somebody through some trauma and stuff. And that's the thing, like, you know, when somebody's not interested in you and then they put you through some trauma, do not ever give that person a chance. Not ever. I'm like, nah, it's like them last two girls, I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I'm like, it's something where I'm like, I would have to be desperate, or it would have to be some sort of like feelings or something. But even then, I'm like, deep in my mind, I'm like, nah, you know, it's not right. You know, it's not right at all. And so I'm like, after all of that, then it's, you know, like crying and being sad and depressed. No, I ain't gonna go through that no more. So yeah, it's like, always make sure it's like, you know, when that person, where that like interest is like lost, it's like, make sure you're losing yours too. And so don't it's like, but I mean, I guess like if a person is, you know, if they're nice about it and stuff and then they explain it to you, then it's like, yeah, you know, yeah, definitely, you know, like keep that like door like cracked. All right. Keep the door cracked and stuff. Don't give up on that person, you know, especially if they're like, you know, if they're nice about it and stuff, like, you know, somebody like me and things where it's like, okay, they gave me advice, been helpful and all of that. But it's like, you know, the thing, but it's like, yeah, it's like another reason, or just more so to go like deeper in why I rejected that girl. So, yeah, like I said, I was interested in another woman and stuff. But no, it's like, did I see her as relationship material? Of course. Freaking relationship, marriage, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, that, she was somebody where I'm like, she is somebody where I'm like, nah, you know, you can't look at her and be like, nah, like, I don't see a future with her, like, nah, like, she definitely, and like any, you know, significant, like, other of hers and stuff, I know for a fact that if they don't see a future in her, I'm like, nah, then they're just not mature enough to see a future in her. But no, I did. And I was like, and I do, at times think like, dang, maybe I made a mistake. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? No, because I'm like, I'm following my gut. I'm following my mind, my soul, everything in me. And this one girl that I am interested in, like, you know, so here's the thing. Here's how that situation went about. Where it was like she was like, you know, overall talking on how she's dealing with some stuff, and I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm right there with you. So I get it, I feel it and stuff, and you know, the opportunity is still there and things. But yeah, if it was like nothing was there, then I'm like, yeah, then I just, you know, if I don't feel nothing, then yeah, I'm like, you know, you just gotta let go. And that's overall, like, you know, that's how life is. And at times it's like, you just gotta let go and things. So, but anyways, yeah, hopefully you found this episode helpful and stuff. You know, if a person's not interested in you, all right, you gotta accept that, you gotta move on, and then, you know, continue moving forward in life. It's like you can't like go get at a hurdle, jump over that hurdle and things, or crash, or more so crash into it, or then be like, oh, okay, like now that's gonna, like, you know, you just stop. Like, nah, you gotta keep going, keep crashing through, or eventually, you know, put on your Air Jordans and start jumping over them hurdles. All right, so anyways, but yeah, you know, get through your problems in life. Don't ever, you know, like sit down and rest. Like, nah, keep moving. So, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to all my 38 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you what am I saying? All right. So, and then Facebook page, TMossBoss fan page. I swear you would think after all this time of doing my outros, like I would be able to like get them down and stuff, and I still be messing up. But anyways, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, TMossBoss Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. If you're using my SeatGeek promo, or if you want to use my SeatGeek promo, promo code. It is TMossBoss, and then we'll knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you use my Epic Games supporter creator code TMossBoss for, Fortnite, whatever and stuff. But anyways, yeah, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.